Hi. So this is April 28th, and this is a new adventure from a dream I had, which basically I was asked to look at the miracles of Mother Mary for 365 days in the calendar. Um, but what I'm discovering is there are two different calendars, and the calendars have two different stories. They're not synced up. So I don't know whose calendar is right, but the one I've been using is an app, um, and the app is I can tell you the things you could. It's the HTTPS :// M cal dot Mariam MARIAN apps.com. Then it's /events. And then this is the 28th. So it's 28 /4 April. And it's under Marian event dash 0428-1. So anyway, I'll put the link in the YouTube um, information once I get this loaded up. Um, but each day, each night is some kind of miracle in some form or another. And there's stories. And the reason I'm doing this is that these are stories of miracles. And so in the Course in Miracles, it talks about becoming miracle minded and miracle readiness. And of course, looking at and reviewing a miracle every night for 365 days would create the belief that miracles do happen. So I'm going to share my screen here so you can see which miracle this is. And because I'm not Catholic, these are all new stories for me. So this is an adventure for me. But this is Mother Mary appearing to these farmers by this chestnut tree. So it's called Our Lady of the Chestnut. And basically, this is in April 28th, 1310, in a forest on the outskirts of Bergamo. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with words. Our Lady appeared to humble peasants and entrusted him to take the task of building the church on that site in her honor. The priests, owners of the land, heard the news, excitedly gathered the elders in the town, and gave him his farm in order to build his farmland in order to build a church in honor of Our Lady. The full approval of the bishop was obtained, and they began work immediately, erecting an altar and later even the church. So there's a couple of different things that come out to me on this. One is humble. So in order to be able to experience an apparition, there's a level of humility that needs to happen for the miracle. Because if you think you know it all and whatnot, then how can the veil be lifted so that you can see what is already, she's not in a body here anymore, but that doesn't mean she doesn't exist, and she doesn't have the ability to impact people. And this is what A Course in Miracles says in the Teacher's Manual, and I'll have to go look that up for you. But basically, it talks about there are those who've had the ability to retain that they saw the face of God while they were here on earth, and that gives them the ability to maintain that connection with people on the planet. When they passed on, they were able to then appear before people. Um, And so you have lots of apparitions of Mother Mary appearing, and now we're starting to see apparitions of Mary Magdalene appearing. So, and then the other thing is that there is this gathering of people to create a site in her honor. So, why is it so important to honor her? And as I'm diving into my own experience of her and my own connection, is that she is a master teacher. She, according to A Course of Love, was able to inform her son because of her high consciousness. She was brought to the temple at age 4 by her mother, Anna, and released into the temple to go for her holy training, which she spent up until um, her coming into um, her menstruation, and then from that point she was turned over to Joseph, and he was her guardian. But the idea is that she had years of training, and her mother was also a very conscious being, and so she was taught by a conscious woman. She became a conscious woman, and then she had the consciousness to conceive light, birth a God, and then inform him how to step into his God self. So she is continuing, and this time that we're entering is what we call the Way of Mary, which is where her power as a master teacher is becoming revealed, and some of the suppressed stories that people didn't know about are coming out about what a master she was. So anyway, you can find a lot of this information on my Magdalene Impact channel, um, and also on, especially if you watch the Magdalene Moonrise service of 2021, and also the um, way of the Way of Mary, which is the YouTube channel where I'm uploading these miracle stories. So thank you for joining me. Blessed be.